It was November 22nd, 2008, Thanksgiving Day. I was 10 years old. It was around 10 o'clock at night on the highway.
My parents, brother, grandparents, and I were in the car coming home from New Jersey. My grandfather was fairly silent the entire car ride. When we arrived at my grandparents' house in Astoria, Queens, my mom became very concerned because he seemed very confused when she would speak to him. Earlier, he had said his head was hurting him and that he felt tired. He walked into the house with little help from my mom and dad and then sat in the dining room. I noticed something was really wrong because my mom was trying to talk to him and he wasn't responding properly.
He said that his right side was feeling numb as jewel started to come out of his mouth. From there, I remember crying because I did not know what was going on. Everything started going at a fast pace. Before I knew it, the ambulance was inside of the house trying to talk to my grandfather. My grandma rode in the ambulance with my grandfather and my mom met them at the hospital, while my dad drove my brother and I home. I remember not being able to sleep much that night. My anxiety started from when I was really young. Visiting him the next day was really difficult for my family to witness. We had found out that he had had a stroke that ended up paralyzing the right side of his body. My grandfather went from being able to have a root canal without Novocaine to not being able to move half of his body. Just when his health seemed to deteriorate even more, he started to get better. Within 2 weeks, he was able to go to a rehab center. My mom would pick us up from school and go every single day to keep my grandfather company. There was one nurse in particular that would show great care for my grandfather almost every day of the week.
She didn't mind my grandma being there from the morning until night and pushed him to do physical therapy to try and get his movement back. She even explained to us what we can do to help him in addition to the physical therapy. After about 3 months of being in rehab, my grandfather was okay to go home. We took what the nurse had said and implemented it into improving my grandfather's health. Seeing how my grandfather went from being immobile to being able to walk, go to the bathroom, as well as other normal daily activities, inspired me to become a nurse.
I learned a few things from this experience. One being that you should not take your family for granted. The second is that even if people don't remember your name, they will always remember how you helped them.